you tell I'm in denial?
You can't stay at the top forever.
I was also very surprised when I looked at my phone and saw Joe Girardi dismissed.
Well, I think mine were with common sense.
I think now belongs in the all-time greats top 10.
Boston, I really think only got to this point because of a guy named Chris Middleton being out for the Bucks.
That power play just was unbearable. It was humming.
Man, am I happy. I knew that this was going to happen. I knew he was going to come back.
When I think of New York Yankees now, it's Judge. Probably people in the past when Jeter was coming up.
I would be shocked. A little bit hurt.
Hey, this is Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, TexasFootball.com, and Valley Sports Southwest. You are listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB Opinions of the Week. We're going to talk about some awards. It's pretty early, but that's why we're doing it, because we're going to have some pretty crazy lists. Right now, it's the man with the 3-0 count, Austin.
I take on 3-0, Kevin. I always take on 3-0. You should know that you play me enough in the show. I gotta take those free walks, those free passes.
So you're with the Chris Woodward of you should take a pitch on 3-0.
Well, I mean, in that game where they were down, the Rangers were down by 10 or something like that. I mean, at some point you can swing if you want, but I was a guy when I played about average, get your average up, whether it's on base percentage or batting average. So I just want to get on base. You can't score if you're not on base.
That's true. Yeah. All right. But yeah, let's talk about the awards. We're probably gonna have very different lists. We'll save it. We're gonna go over MVP, Rookie of the Year, and Cy Young Award winner. Excuse me. Thank you. Let's go Rookie of the Year first. I'll let you choose which side we do.
So both of these were very difficult for me, but I think I came down to a good list for both. We'll start with AL. AL was much easier for me. Hunter Brown, I think, is the leader right now. He's been so good for Houston as a pitcher, and he's really been the only starting pitcher rookie that's played even decent. So I'm pretty confident that he's up there on the list. And then for the other two, they're both position players. One is Masataka Yoshida, the left fielder for Boston, who's hitting .321. He's played outstanding. He's been amazing this year, and I think he's a big reason why they are Boston is 21-15 or whatever their record is. I think it's 21-15. And in my last Rookie of the Year candidate is Ryan Noda, first baseman for Oakland. He only has 3 homers. He only has 10 RBIs, but I'm not going to blame him on the RBIs like I told you before the video started because there's no one on base. It's Oakland. They aren't scoring runs, so I'm not going to hold that against him. But his .411 on base percentage, his .875 slugging, which is top 4 in amongst rookies. He's just had a great year, and maybe he gets traded out of there because he's a good player in Oakland.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Okay, so we are going different because my winner is down on your list, and that's Josh Young.
That's your winner?
Yeah. He just got the award for the first month for Josh Young.
I think it's a little biased.
Dominating. Hey, call what you want. He just won the award for April for a hot month. So I give it to him. Then I have Hunter Brown. And then Masataka Yoshida.
Okay, so we have a little bit of a list. Go over your NL before mine.
My NL, so I have Corbin Carroll, number 1. The Diamondbacks have been incredible. Corbin Carroll was doing great. Then James Outman. And then Kodai Senga, which is weird having him on Rookie of the Year, but it is his first year in the MLB.
So we do have a little bit of a different list, but 1 and 2 are the same. Corbin Carroll's my, if it ended right now, winner. James Outman 2. And then I had Bryce Terang. He's a hitter for the Milwaukee Brewers. He's hit fine this year. It was really hard for me to find another guy this early in the year. He's hitting .250. He's played okay. He's played decent. But, again, it was pretty hard for me to find. I didn't want to go Senga. I was stuck between the two of them. And
yeah, it was tough to get 3 for this. We have 3 people for each category, so I'm pretty sure I had a pretty good idea for the leader. and then who was following up. But the third, I was like, I'll put this guy in too. So
Okay. Well, where do you want to go next?
let's go Cy Young. Let's stay in the NL. I'll let you say your NL Cy Young first.
So my NL Cy Young right now is Justin Steele. Justin Steele has been amazing. He is easily the most impressive pitcher so far to start the year, in my opinion, especially because he is pitching to a rate that is unheard of, especially for a team that is surprising people. Many did not expect the Cubs to be or to have a chance to making the playoffs, but Justin Steele, a 1.45 ERA with a .95 WHIP. He's my Cy Young right now. Next is Bryce Elder, who has played well for the A's. He has a 1.74 ERA. His WHIP's just a little high for me. And then he also has a high average at 219 for someone who's pitching this well. And my third is Zach Gallen. Big reason why the Diamondbacks are having a resurgent year.
Interesting. Okay, so we go do this again. I have Spencer Strider as my winner. He's leading the league in strikeouts. I know his ERA is a little bit higher than the other guys, but he's just been dominating. Then I have Zach Gallen, and then I have Justin Steele.
Okay.
So
go over your AL.
That's pretty tough. What?
Go over your AL.
My AL Cy Young. So I have Ohtani, Garrett Cole, and then Gosman. Ohtani is second in leading the strikeouts. And he is also he's pretty high up when I looked at strikeouts, but Garrett Cole leading the league in ERA, tied with Sonny Gray. And then you also have Garrett Cole's tied in quality starts. And he's really one of the only pitchers keeping the Yankees up right now, as everyone else is just injured.
Yeah, I have Cole at 1 just because of that. He leads pitchers in WAR. So I have him at number 1. And then Ohtani, and then Sonny Gray, who's also had an amazing year for the Twins. A big reason why they're 19 and 17. They're leading their division. You need good pitching, and him and Pablo Lopez have been the head horses of that.
Yeah, all right. So, pretty good. You and I are mostly having the same agreements. Same people.
Yeah. You want to go over AL or NL MVP?
I'll let you choose.
Let's start with NL. My NL MVP so far this season, Sean Murphy.
Oh,
the catcher for the Braves. He has been outstanding. You know, we don't see catchers winning MVPs. The last guy to do it, I believe, was Buster Posey in 2012. And then the last time before that was Mauer in 2009 or 2008. One of those 2 years Mauer won it.
I'm going to say 2008.
I think it was 2008. I'll check, though. But
Nope.
2009?
Yeah.
Just stuck with my gut. But Murphy's been amazing this year for the Braves. His impact as a catcher, as a good defensive catcher, but also hitting the ball. He has hit 8 or 9 homers. He's been just a great catcher. And my second for NL MVP is the leader in batting average, Luis Arias. How do you have that high of a oh, by the way, Sean Murphy's hit 9. I had to double check that. But how are you hitting 427? I don't understand that number. That number is so high. His OPS is higher than 1,000, which is amazing. And his on-base percentage is 484, which is unbelievable. And my third for NL MVP, familiar face, the guy who won it last year, Paul Goldschmidt. He has been amazing this year on a horrible Cardinals team. If Goldschmidt wasn't on the Cardinals, they may have not won a game this entire season.
Yeah, it's rough. We'll get to the Cardinals. We've talked about the Cardinals and just how low they are, but that's a good point. My NL MVP is Acuna. You talked about batting average. Acuna's fourth, 338, but he's also also, man, where is this? He's also second in stolen bases. And then I can't remember. There's something else where he was dominating. I think he was pretty close in home runs. But he was just someone that stuck out to me and someone that's always been near it. But he was my MVP. I can't remember. There was some other stat that he was sticking out to me in. But Acuna, then I have Pete Alonso. He seems to be dominating in home runs. He's tied for second. And he's also fifth in RBIs. And then my third. Oh, Acuna is also second in the MLB with hits. He's at 47. Just one behind Bo Bichette. That's the
And
other
then your
stat.
third?
And then my third is Sean Murphy, as you mentioned.
Yeah, Murphy's second in the league in OPS, so I gave him the nod, but it's really close between all those top like 5 guys. And then,
Yeah, to me, there's no real clear-cut winner. When in the AL MVP, to me, it's Otani. That's my clear-cut winner. Then it's like who falls behind him.
yeah.
So,
So, AL MVP, you're up. I think you just stood your one, so you can go after that.
then I went Devers. Devers has been incredible. I was talking about stat leaders. Devers is leading in RBIs, which is incredible just given how there weren't really any other established hitters besides Devers. Yoshida's been playing well, but Devers is also tied for second in home runs in the league. And I just think with the Red Sox success, he should be in the MVP conversation. And then my third was Randy Arozarena. That was just kind of a toss-in since he's been playing well and the Rays have been incredible.
Yeah, and while winning doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the MVP, I think you can't be like the worst team in the league. So Otani is my MVP. That wasn't really ever questioned. He's been arguably the best pitcher in the AL. I think second best behind Cole, but he's also a really good hitter. And while he's definitely better as a pitcher than he is as a hitter, his power speaks volumes. My two is Randy Arozarena. He's played amazing. His average speaks for itself. Right now it's at 328. He is very high in the league when it comes to OPS at 991. He has 9 homers. He has 30 RBIs, which is close to the lead with Devers at 34. And so he's played amazing. And my third is Matt Chapman. He had an amazing month so far, hitting 352. He's played great. His 17 doubles that's a very, very high number. That leads the league by more than 3. Next is Wander Franco at 14. So he's my third.
Yeah, he's someone I thought about putting in too. But yeah, it's been pretty wild, and it's early season, so a lot of things can change. But yeah, it's good to see and have some early reactions.
Yeah, this is going to be a great year. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's what we got. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.